I'm Alex Davis with Vista. Now I'm here with your head football coach, Coach Looney. You guys came off an amazing win against Rock Canyon, 54-7. How does that energy, how is that going to move on to Castleview? As I interviewed their head coach, he says their offense has shown struggles in a lot of opportunities. They say that they think they're going to try to score points, but they think it's going to be a field goal game for them. How do you feel like that's going to go into this week?
I think the Rock Canyon game was good. I think beating up on Rock Canyon is always fun. We're not big fans of them. They're not big fans of us, and it's kind of a rivalry game, so that was a really fun game. Going into this one, another league game, last league game, chance to be league champs again, chance to go undefeated for the second straight regular season. Castleview's a good team. They always play us tough. I expect their best effort for their last game of the regular season as well. They're fighting for the playoffs. We're fighting for a top seed, so it should be a really good game.
And, Coach, going into this is senior night. What do you have to say to your 16 seniors on the roster and for their last game for 5A Chasso football, not for playoffs, but for regular season and last game together with the team?
I've told them yesterday, and I'll tell them again tonight. The culture has changed a lot the last several years here, and it's because of kids like this group of seniors. I came into this program when they were 1-9, and now we're perennial top 5 team. Another back-to-back season of being undefeated in the regular seasons because we have a great group of kids. So seniors have been a big part of this culture, and the culture has completely changed here, and it's all the credit to the kids.
Who would you say stepped up the most in the locker room throughout the season? Beginning of the season, you said Japri, Marquise, Holland. Who would you say is a player that's made big growth throughout the season this year?
I wouldn't pinpoint it to just one. I think just collectively as a group, this group's come a long way. Again, at the beginning of the year, a lot of people didn't think we were going to be very good. People outside of this school, this community, I knew we would be good. I think our kids knew that we would be good, and it took a lot of them stepping up. So I wouldn't say just one. I think as a group, they stepped up a lot this year.
So I asked some students for some creative questions to ask you. What is your favorite ice cream?
Favorite ice cream? Anything with cookie dough in it.
All right, what about Dairy Queen? Would you just put cookie dough?
Yeah, like a cookie dough blizzard or like the Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. I need that. Any cookie dough is the best.
And if you had to pick an NFL or college football head coach, who would it be from their style, from their game planning, the way they talk to their coaches, their coach prestige? Sure. Who would you pick?
From the NFL, I'd probably say Sean McVay for the Rams. I think the way he game plans and schemes is pretty amazing. I try to emulate a lot of, just the way he gets people open and can scheme teams to death, both with flag football and with boys football. I really tried to focus on those types of things and types of scheming. From a college perspective, I'd probably go with somebody like Lane Kiffin. I think he's a guy that's had a lot of success. A lot of people doubt them. A lot of people kind of talk bad on him, and he kind of tells me shut up, which is kind of my personality too.
And if you had, they also want to know a personality question. Did you play college football?
I did.
What position did you play?
I played DB.
For what
I was a quarterback and a safety in high school, and then I played DB in college.
For what university?
Northern Colorado.
Oh, yeah. And also, what would you dress up for Halloween? As Halloween is coming up, it's going to be tomorrow.
Halloween, I haven't dressed up for Halloween in a long time. If I had to dress up, I would probably be a 6, and I'd have my wife be a 7, and we would just be 6, 7.
There you have it. That's Coach Lee for you. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Yep.
6, 7.
I'm Alex Davis here at Vista Now. I'm with the Castleview head football coach, Coach Martin. Coach, you just finished off the game last week. The Thunders losing 13-10, but came off a thrilling overtime win to Rock Canyon, 20-17. What's something interesting on film that you've noticed about Mountain Vista's football team, their overall leadership, their teamwork, their chemistry?
Just explosiveness on offense. I mean, they're extremely explosive on offense, and on defense, they just want to lower the boom, man. It's impressive to watch. Yeah, on film.
What do you mean by impressive? What's something that's super impressive, super cool to see on film that they run? They run a lot of creative plays, special plays. They've run a lot of trick plays this year.
Yeah, I love that. That's actually dear to my heart. I love trick plays. I'm a trick play guy. But they don't even have to do that. They do that to accentuate, to make their offense even more special than it is. But they can just line up and spread. They can go spread empty, and they can run by you. They can throw short, and their offensive line can block you. I mean, when you talk about a balanced offense, that's what you're talking about Mountain Vista. So that's what's impressive on film is they can beat you a number of ways.
Coach, you guys have made strides this year, 4-5. You've had opportunities to win a lot of close games. You've had a lot of close games this year. Actually, the closest in our division in a lot of close types of games. How do you feel like this team's improved from week 1 to now?
Well, we battle with teams, and that's what we've stressed to them is what's like the next thing that you can possibly do. We try not to look at the scoreboard too much, and so I think our kids are bought into that. And then they're just fighters. We want that to be our mentality is no matter what the score is, we're going to fight you. And sometimes when you do that, you find yourself in more games than you're in closer games than you are in blowouts.
On the surface, this looks like a tight defensive matchup here. You guys are averaging 20 points a game. Vista's averaging 13.5. So it's going to look like a tough physical matchup, strength versus strength on defense. How do you feel like that's going to come down? Is it going to come down to special teams play or defensive play or offense? And how's it going to be a big step up?
Well, I think the key for us is offense, to be honest with you. We have to maintain possession of the ball. We have to keep the ball because to be honest with you, that's the best way to shut down Mountain Vista's offense is to not let them have the ball, right? So that's going to be part of our game plan is to possess the ball. And then one thing that we haven't been super good at this year is we're going to try to score. We have to score points. We've gotten down into the red zone, and we've had to put up field goals. We have an excellent field goal kicker, Christian Montero, but we've got to put the ball in the end zone. So we've got to figure out a way to score points, like touchdowns is the only way. Field goals are not going to beat Mountain Vista.
Offensively this year, you've shown different looks this season. How are you going to adjust specifically or especially different to Mountain Vista's defense, as they like to run a lot of man and nickel zone coverage? They like to show the special matchups. So how do you feel like this is going to show in your game?
So that's been our Achilles heel all year long, is trying to find an identity on offense. I think we found something against Fruta, and we found something against Thunderbridge that can work. Against Rock Canyon, it was a completely different story. We had to make plays late in that game to just be in the game and tie it up. And so against Mountain Vista, the goal is to spread the ball, right, to all of our playmakers. Try to give them an opportunity one-on-one in space, and then we like to stretch you out to run the ball, right? We got to be able to run the ball, and that's once again goes back to the possessing the ball, the goal, the game plan of holding on the ball and scoring points.
So far, every team I've talked to all the coaches.
Yeah.
Who've played Vista, and they say time of possession is one of the biggest key things to keep Marquise off on the sideline. But how do you stop the dual threat ability of Marquise? He can run it, he can pass it. He has the most passing touchdowns in 5'8".
Yeah, it's hard. It's a difficult task. What they're so good. They've been good even when Austin was there. He could run a little bit, and do it. But I think Marquise gives him a different weapon. What you have to do is basically, you have to be disciplined in your rush lanes. Right? It's an old football adage. Is I do my job, and then it allows the guy next to me, my partner, my teammate, to do his job. And so you have to do that. The hard part against those guys is when they get a big chunk, like a 20-yard, 25-yard gain, is coming back and doing it on the very next play and just being like, oh my gosh, got to wipe it. It's I'm short memory type thing. That's what we kind of preach in practice is, okay, that happened. Short memory, get back out there and try again.
Thank you so much, Coach. I'm Alex Davis with Vista Now.